Man. Trying to go live, yo. Trying to get my sister on to go live, yo. A little Sunday get up, purple, you know, little purple joint. But let's see what's up. See what's up with sister, man. See what she gonna do, man. Is she gonna barbecue a mildew on a live. Trying to see. Let's see. She guess April. Yeah, there we go. Where she at? Where she at? You know what I'm saying? What's up with you? What's up with you?
Hold on, let's get some sound on this joint.
Huh? Get
There
your
we go. I
sound right.
can hear you.
Get your
What's
sound right.
good?
Get your sound
I got
right.
my sound right. I got my sound right. What we doing? What we doing?
Hey, yo, listen. First of all,
What's up?
I decided I was gonna do this a different way with somebody else,
Okay.
but they out there in Cartagena living their best life. They
What?
out there living their best life. So I figure I catch you on a
I
Sunday.
can't hear you again. Is it me? Yep, it's
Yeah, that's
me
you.
again. Hold on.
And
Oh, you talking about my good boy?
Yeah.
I
You
can't
hear
hear you again. Is it me? Yep, it's
you
me again.
you got the
Hold on.
YouTube
You
on.
got the YouTube and
Somehow
somehow. Oh, you talking about my good boy?
Yeah.
I
You
can't
hear
hear you again. Is it me? Yep, it's me again.
you got the
Hold on.
YouTube
You
on.
got the YouTube and
Somehow is it not working?
you talking about my good boy?
Yeah.
I can't hear you again.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know how this joint works. We got to get this thing working. We got to get this thing popping, man. For my good sister, man. Her birthday's coming up. She's gonna be a young 25. you know, but I was trying to get this thing done, man. Oh, there we go. Pair the speaker. I wanted to.
Bluetooth connected.
I wanted to talk about. Hey, there we go. Add her. Let's see Let's see how it works. What's up? Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
All right, there we go. There we
This
go.
is better. This is
So,
better. This is better.
so your birthday's coming up, right?
Birthday is coming up. You
I was
celebrating
gonna
me?
be 25.
Ooh, yeah. You know, COVID took some years from us, so you know.
You're right about that, yo.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
right. You know what I'm saying? Yo, listen.
What's up?
I wanted to get your take on something.
Okay.
Is Rick Ross? Is Rick Ross? Is Rick Ross right for coming at Drake the way he's been coming at him for the last 24 hours?
Oh my god. You know what? Shout out to Ricky Rose
Mm-hmm.
for challenging a commercial rapper.
True. True.
They're both entirely different, and Drake has a different type of popularity,
Mm-hmm.
and his audience is obviously very different, very versatile versus Ricky Rose, and I think it's very bold of him to challenge him.
He said vote. So, but do you think not just challenging him? He's basically like trying to humiliate him because he figured that's the only way route to go with him. I mean, when you think about it, right? Like if you talk about the man getting, you know, abs and not even no longer there, like that's kind of funny. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, Rose always going to take that type of route anyway. He always going to clown somebody. It's never going to be, straight shots. So it's definitely going to be some type of humor in it, But the fact of the matter is, propaganda. When somebody is not in the limelight right now, the best you could do to make some noise is start trouble.
But he was put in the, he was put his name was put in the rap.
Yeah.
Ricky never said nothing to Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like he just listened to the song, post the song. Like how is that being getting into involved? The song is nice. When we talk about the song, we talk about the Kendrick Lamar on the Future like that. You know what I'm saying?
I agree, but what I'm saying though is the best way to make more noise, right? Like you become something to talk about when you hit Shade Room, right? You
Mm-hmm.
become something to talk about when you're hitting all of these blog sites,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
So when the bloggers are not talking about you, then you're not at the top of the charts.
Yeah, but Drake, I think Drake put him in there though.
That's what I'm saying though. So now it's a bigger conversation.
So you think that by reposting that song and he knew that Drake would see it, he knew Drake was gonna take a shot.
Absolutely.
Mm.
It's bait. It's all bait. That's what the world what's trending right now is getting baited. That's trending. You're gonna throw out your bait and get hooked. And that's what it is.
So, all right, we amateurs in this journalism shit, okay? But we professionals when we behind closed doors when it's just us when we be talking, right? You know what I'm saying? Like niggas be talking like we got all the inside scoop. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you my take, my soul take on it. I
Okay.
got I got where you going, the propaganda situation.
Yes.
But so you think it's propaganda all the way around with even Future, ASAP Rocky, Cole to a certain extent.
To a certain extent, as you just mentioned, to a certain extent. So some of that is real, right? So at the end of the day, I mean, we don't know in Hollywood who's neighbors, how they coming across each other's, what parties they, go frequenting at the same time, what low key little Twitter beef they got, or somebody commented something crazy on Instagram. If we're not always keeping up with every single problem, then
Hmm.
we will be out the loop, right?
Yeah.
But when it comes down to it, these people got or naturally they used to be friends, right? And then something happened that made them, separate or whatever the case. So like if we're not keeping up on every single avenue of their lives and things that they're posting and conversations
Yeah. I just think that even with the information that I'm getting and I'm seeing, you know, all right, first, what do you think about the diss record from we'll just start it from here. What do you think about the diss record from uh Kendrick Lamar? Well, the diss verse from Kendrick Lamar to Drake.
oh first of all, I'm a Kendrick fan. I'm a Kendrick fan.
Hmm.
So when it comes down to it, I'm always on Kendrick's side. That's bias. You can't even ask me. You can't even ask me. Because what I do know is Kendrick is going to eat every single time. That man is a lyricist. Drake is a commercial artist.
Hmm.
There is no comparison.
So so with him taking that shot and then Drake coming back, did you think it was an AI verse?
Oh, I ain't never think about that. I ain't never think about that.
Like like at first when I first heard it, and I was reading, the comments, and people were saying, "Oh, it's leaked and this and this and that." It's like, yo, why is you a commercial artist and you just leaking? It just goes back to all of the stuff he's been doing with him leaking dick pics, leaking you know what I mean, leaking just why you can't just be straight up about what you're doing? Like, was he worried about that the song wasn't hard enough, or you know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like it was a troll in a sense. Like, he was trolling, and then he got enough he has enough cachet, enough fan power to be able to say the people that's gonna say, "Oh, this was hard," because that's just what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? For him, anyway.
That's true.
So why he didn't put it out regular is what I'm just. That's the only thing I don't like. Not besides, I don't like the hook. I just want to get that off. And I'm gonna go back. I like the Kendrick verse.
Okay.
I
was about to say, don't do my man's dirty. You already know he gonna eat every single time. Like I say, he's a lyricist.
Yeah.
But an aspect of it being AI generated, that's a little crazy.
Why? It's just happening all over though.
From who though? Who current?
Well, I mean, there's people that's been. I mean, not
that's
people.
Speculation, isn't it?
Well, let me take it back. It's not that there's artists using it, but there are people that are platforms that have been using AI for a lot of multitude of things. And the first thing they thought, because it was leaked, quote unquote, and the only person that had the juice and the cachet of knowing that this record was coming was so-called Joe Budden and academics. You know what I'm saying? So when you think about it, like, okay, fine, let's get past it. It's I seen everybody saying that it was fire. It was this. I felt like it was. I felt like it was classroom, not classroom, class. Oh, my bad. I said this to Corey, right? It was in the lunchroom clowning on each other. That's what he was doing. He wasn't rapping, he was just clowning.
A roast? Talking about a cafeteria
Yes,
roast?
that's what it was.
That's crazy. That's crazy talk.
Yo, come
that's
on.
Crazy talk.
You saying that the man wears size 7 shoe. Is that not funny? That's funny. Like, I'm gonna laugh at that. There's no star power in listening to that again, or there's no replay value into listening to that again. I don't want to hear that again.
Oh shoot! Now I don't want to hear that again. All right, that's fair.
So when you listen to diss records, April, like Ether, you thinking like, oh my God, I'm gonna listen to this all day. Okay, yes.
You going back in the past, and musically, the history of rap has changed, and we got to get over it. We got to get over it. We're gonna be frequenting concerts of the people that we used to love, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's all you could do. Music has changed. That's why we can only hear when they do those features, or when they do what you call it, when they sample the songs. That's it.
Yeah.
As far as it's going. That's as far as we can, as a sample. We gotta get over it sooner than later.
So you think that so basically this isn't really a diss. This is just WWE having fun and then
yes.
Okay. So I shouldn't get hyped about this no more. Like, I should just leave this alone.
Yeah, it's damn near I think it was worse when it was Meek versus Drake.
Yeah, but that's the thing that people sitting here saying is like, yo, when it was Meek and you knew you can beat, you knew that you could beat Meek lyrically, you decided to go harder and harder and back to back and all of this stuff and showing up to places. You ain't doing that with Kendrick.
No,
I don't even think Yo, did he even say anything to Future?
You know what? I didn't dissect it all the way. Did he say anything to Future?
He said something to Metro Boomin, but what I'm pointing out that I'm making is like he pick and chooses on who he gonna go
He
at.
does.
Yeah, he did go at Kendrick, but he went. It was for play. Them lyrics are toys. When Kendrick Lamar, he's coming to kill you. I am the guy.
It's not real beef. That's why I can't take it seriously. It's just funny.
You sound like Corey.
It's just funny. Me and Corey agree then.
You know Corey sounds like to me on the phone? When Joe Button calls the one kid Vince Staples. Vince Staples is so fucking serious. This dude is 20-some years old, man. He got a soul of a 64-year-old, man. Like, he talking about other shit like, yo, y'all worry about beefs. Ain't no beefs. What about the beefs with the record labels? I'm like, oh my God, bro. Can we just sit here and talk about, you know what I'm saying, have some fun? Like, just want to have some fun with him. Like, I don't want nobody to die.
That's the thing. So if it's something that continues, if it continues to be those small little insults, or because they're not even, it's barely an insult. We can't even really call it that either.
Yo, Rick Ross is really throwing insults, calling that man white boy, and that he had a nose job like Mike Jack.
Because Rose is used to being a bully. So when you come back for jokes to the bully, what you think the bully is gonna do? You don't think the bully gonna go crazy?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You throw a small joke at somebody who's used to being a bully, you don't think he gonna pound on you, put paws on you? You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna get crazy.
Yo, listen. I just like the beefs with the music, man. Like, come on, man. Like, just have fun. J. Cole ruined it for me, man, by apologizing and then getting on a song on Future's album. Like it makes me. It really, yo. You know what's so crazy? It's always a turning point in people's lives, or where they stop. Like, yo, do you remember Chuck? Remember Chuck? Chucky from The Job.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that nigga don't listen to nobody but the Locks? Like, he don't, like, nobody. I don't know if it's like this now, but back then he didn't listen to nobody. He didn't give a fuck what you put on in the car, as long as you put on Locks. Whoever's out, he didn't care. Sheek Louch, Styles P. And what I'm saying about that is, it's a turning point in people's lives where they be like, yo, this too much WWE, bro. I can't take it no more. I'm just gonna stick with what I know. It's making me want to go back to just listen to Nas. That's it. I don't want to listen to nobody else. Only when he dropped. And if he don't drop, I'll just listen to his old shit. That's it.
You gotta have a preference. So whatever is your preference, go with that. Because this music right now is what's trending. It's popular. If you're not
and it's fun.
If you're not into picking up on popular shit, if you can't keep up with what's trend, you're gonna be steadily in a space where you're looking for the same music and you're never gonna be satisfied. It's not happening. It's not happening.
That's the frustrating part to me.
I feel that.
I mean, that I guess I'll sit there and I'll
That's
say
just like if Lauryn Hill tried to come back right now with R&B. People born in the 80s and the 90s would be stoked, super happy about it, right?
Right.
Anybody born in the 2000s, they're gonna be like, Lauryn Hill, who? It ain't happening. It's not happening.
Right.
It's even so, like, really, besides like SZA and Summer Walker, people who's creating albums, nobody's listening to them neither.
Nobody's listening to them? You said nobody's listening to who?
Nobody's listening to like people who's coming out with just like a couple songs. Nobody is copying their albums.
But the reason, maybe but they selling out the arenas though.
Yes, based on popular music, not based on their popular commercial songs. Their IEPs that's out. Their EPs that's out. But other than that, nobody is listening. Not to the full album.
Yo, listen.
Not to the full album. If you're not in your own town, nobody's not listening to the full album.
Check this. If let's say okay, the big three, right? If they selling 400,000 albums, we can't say nobody's buying an album.
I said nobody's listening. They're gonna support. Who's listening to the full album though? Knowing songs word for word.
Knowing songs word for word.
What's the last album you know word for word? Tell me.
Oh shit. Well, I will say Nas album. I will say that. I will say Nas album. Shoot. Can't even get it out. See, damn, you stoked me. You got me. You got me. You got me. So I didn't think about it that way. But sometimes, even with me thinking about it that way on just the music side, I think she froze. Don't tell me we lost her. That's a good point though. So what April basically asked me is that what album did I know word for word? Well, I don't know the albums word for word. I think because a lot of times we get so much condensed with so much music, and you're trying to like digest it all. But I will say the last album was Nas's last album with Hit Boy, and that was, to me, was a great album. But no, she's right. People don't listen to the full albums. They take songs and then that's what they run with. And nowadays you don't even like, to me, I don't think that I like, as much as I like Drake, I don't think he has a classic album. I think he has classic moments and he has classic songs that can live forever, even with his this is gonna frustrate me because he's not gonna do any songs with Rick Ross anymore, or possibly anyway. This is WWE, so I mean anything can happen. But my take is like, dang man, like we're sitting here and about to lose out on that moments, and I think that's a lot of times with these albums. Like when I listen to Kendrick's album, I'm not a Kendrick fan. Like I like Kendrick. When I listen to the album, there are standout songs, but I'm not gonna. It's not for me. It's not gonna have a lot of replay value other than those 5 songs. So I see what she's saying. You probably get out of a 20, and then they're putting out 20 songs, which really makes things crazy. Like when I listen to artists like that have 20 songs, it's like, yo, I'm not, bro. Don't do this. It's no reason. You got opportunity. It seems like everything is just microwaving and just putting things out and just putting things out. Yo, just hone in on your craft. And I think that's why I like Kendrick Lamar so much, is because he reminds me of that old school, has that old school feel when he drops. It's not a dropping on demand and doing those things in torrent. And so it's frustrating. But just talking about it, I just wanted to talk about it with my sister, man, see what she thought about it. And, kind of go from there, man. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and end this live. Let's make sure you subscribe to the channel, Culture Visions Podcast, also the Culture Visions Podcast on IG. And we got a new podcast coming called 4 Quarters Podcast. That is with my boy Ozzy. Man, it's gonna be off the hook, man. So listen, stay tuned for more. See you next week.